Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Potential Unleashed. I'm back with another chapter review. This is One Piece chapter 1106. It is titled On Your Side. I'm not gonna lie, I'd say that this chapter, it has the community divided in two ways. Half of them say that, hey, this chapter was peak fiction, and the other half, they think that it kinda, I guess you could say, got rid of the tension. If you want to know which side I'm leaning more towards, probably the one involving the tension. Not gonna lie, I thought it was an okay chapter. I just don't think it's as good as a lot of people think it is, and I wanted to give my thoughts on it today. But if you guys enjoy regular anime content, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a new video. With that, my name is Potential Unleashed. Now let's get into chapter 1106 review. In the last chapter, we know that there was an anonymous ship that was arriving, and the reason why they are here is because of what the newspaper said. That news got out about what's going on in Egghead, so that is why these individuals, and we figured out later in the chapter, but I want to save it towards the end, they are arriving here. Also Luffy, after he's eaten, and he's done this plenty of times when he's eaten so much food then he digests it instantly. I'm surprised that this rumor about him being a glutton or anything like that, and he can digest food very easily, hasn't gotten out. But nevertheless, Luffy, he is back at full power. He goes into gear 5th, and he's about to wreak havoc. In the last chapter, Bonney, her group, they're about to be attacked by the Pacifista. However, Vegapunk, he gives her an order, at least to Atlas, and she ends up relaying a message to Bonney. And then Bonney, she then says, hey, please don't shoot my dad, or please don't shoot us, help us escape this island alive instead. We see the different Pacifista, they go and they obey her order. They start attacking the different Marines, the different warships, and they are now on Bonney's side. This is because Vegapunk, he did something selfish. He ended up programming the Pacifista to obey all of Bonney's commands, and this is because he felt bad and he felt as if it would be cruel for Bonney to die by her father's face and for Kuma being his face in order to kill his daughter. So he made this decision in order to prevent Bonney from suffering this tragedy, and that's why she has command over all the Pacifista. He says something along the lines of Kuma will always be on her side. If you really look at it, Bonney, she may be very important in the end game of the series, because we know during Marineford, once the Pacifista that they went on the battlefield, it kind of shifted the tide. And so depending on, I mean, I know they have the Seraphim now and they're super strong, but they're still utilizing the Pacifista because we saw what they were able to do at Sabayoti. So if she has command over these individuals, well, let's just say she goes in the middle of the battlefield while these Pacifista are trying to engage with different pirates, different revolutionaries, well, she can then change them to be on her side. And also looking at this, if she has the supreme order because she has them over the elders, I remember, I don't know the exact chapter, but they gave us a hierarchy. If that's the case, then in essence, she has a whole armada of pacifists that will be on her side. When they leave Egghead, they'll probably end up not joining her crew, but being different weapons that she could weaponize whenever she wants. And I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure they mentioned that the Pacifista, or at least the cost of them, is the cost of having a naval warship. So that just shows how much they invest in these types of machines. Now, because of this, Vegapunk, he did indeed get stabbed by Saturn. He got stabbed, and if you look at it, it's on his right side, so it's not through the heart. But still, I don't feel bad for him one bit. This was always going to happen. He's not dead just yet. He very well still could die. But man, this Vegapunk, him getting stabbed like this, a lot of people, they might be upset by it, but like I mentioned, because, well, he reaped what he sows, this is something that he was always going to have to at least think in the back of his mind was a possibility. So I'm not really upset by it. Because of everything that's happened, at least with the Pacifista changing sides, Saturn, he's kind of pissed. He's like, all right, enough is enough. I need you, Kizaru, to go ahead and kill these individuals. And as Kizaru, he says, hey, it'll be painless. I'll kill you guys in one swipe. Luffy, he comes in back in the battlefield at full power. This kind of reminded me of two instances whenever he came back against Kaido. The first one being his introduction of Gear 5th. It just reminds me, I guess that's how epic this scene was. And then the second one with the punch, when he hit Kizaru, it kind of reminded me of the combined punch that he had in Snake Man when he punched Kaido along with Yamato. This is actually the first time that Bonney, she's seen Luffy in this form. It reminds her of Nika. She's starting to think, hey, why is he in this form? And Vegapunk, he says, well, you know, he didn't realize that Luffy, or connect the dots that Luffy was Nika until he actually saw him. And I also want to mention that the ancient robot, he's hearing the music or the drums of liberation and he reactivates. It looks like he can only activate once Luffy is in gear 5th. We also have to realize that now that Bonney has seen Luffy in this form, I think it was chapter 1103, don't quote me on that one, but Saturn, he said that it was good that she hadn't made the connections between Luffy and Sun God Nika because of her Devil Fruit, the distorted future, based off of what she perceives to be true or the different things that she realizes. That's kind of how her Devil Fruit works. So now that she actually knows that Nika exists, that means her Devil Fruit powers, well, they're basically limitless, I guess you could say. At least she has more possibilities than she originally had. The chapter, it ends with the reveal of the individuals that save the researchers as well as destroy some of the Navy ships, and those would be the giants of Little Garden, Dory and Brogy. They are coming because apparently they've come to pick up Straw Hat, or should they call him the Sun God. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting this, and I will say it does make sense. I was kind of half right, half wrong in my analysis. I originally said it was going to be a member of the Grand Fleet, and I thought it was going to be the giant Hydrogen because he is from Elbaf and that's close by, so that's why I thought it was going to be him. But it kind of makes sense that they are the ones to pick him up because they still have connection to Luffy. They're his friends, and well, I was right in the fact that they're close by to Elbaf, so chances are they're going to take Luffy and the Straw Hats there. I also want to mention, I believe that today is one of the giants' birthdays. I don't remember which one. I think it's Dory, don't quote me on that. I'll probably fix that or let you guys know in editing. Also, it's been, when we were first introduced these two individuals, that was chapter 116, and this one is chapter 1106. The numbers is just adding the 0 in between 1 and 6. I just found that interesting. The reason why this has been, I guess, divided is because a lot of people feel like the tension of the Buster Call has kind of went down, and I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys, ever since these Straw Hats have become this strong, the Buster Call really wasn't that threatening in my opinion. But I will say, with the shift of the Pacifista now being on the Straw Hat side, at first it looked like they were outnumbered, outclassed, and well, not outclassed, but definitely outnumbered, and all hope was lost. But now they have the Pacifista, they got Dory and Brogy, they're here. They also have the ancient robot that's waking up, the Seraphim, they're out of commission. It just seems like now these Straw Hats, the adversity that they faced and them being outnumbered, it really doesn't feel like that anymore. Because on the world government side, since I mentioned earlier, these Seraphim, I mean, they very well could find some way to escape, but they aren't available. And now it just seems like it's Saturn, Kizaru, and the Vice Admirals, and it looks like Dory and Brogy, they are destroying the ship, so maybe even the Vice Admirals won't even necessarily get time to shine. I don't know, like I said, there's some mixed reviews for this chapter. I think I'm gonna have to reread it again. I mean, I've already read it like 2 or 3 times, but I think I'm gonna have to just go and talk to different individuals in the community, just sit on it, just think about it, and just give my thoughts. I probably will make an in-depth video talking about this chapter, not just the breakdown, but just talking about the potential loss of tension that this arc has. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you guys feel about this chapter in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. It's on the screen in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.